Hi and welcome to Whiskey Shared. You're watching day 24 of my mystery whiskey advent calendar. I'm Toby and you're watching Whiskey Shared. Welcome to day 24, the final day of my mystery whiskey advent calendar. If you persevered and watched every episode so far, then thanks very much. If not, well, it doesn't matter. You're along for the ride. That's all that counts. If you've seen this before and you know it works, then you can skip straight forward to the tasting. If not, the way this works is I'm blind tasting a dram a day in the lead up to Christmas. My wife has picked 24 drams from my sample collection of over 150 whiskies. She'll put one a day into this blue Glencairn glass. I'll nose it, I'll taste it, I'll tell you if I like it, and I'll have a stab at what I think it is. Shall we find out what I'm drinking? On to the whiskey. So if you'd like to play along with me and find out what's in my glass when I do, then just keep watching. Otherwise, take a look in the description now for a sneak peek. Let's start with the nose. Right, so seems quite fruity. Combination between sort of orchard fruits and tropical fruits. I do like a good tropical note on a whiskey. Love it when it's like tropicalish. Not getting much more though. That's dominating on this. It's not an unpleasant note. You know, that's quite a nice sort of note to have on a whiskey, but I'm surprised there isn't anything else. Maybe it's turned into like pear drops. Again, that's a note that's really good to have on whiskey. Love that note. Yeah, the pear drop note is slightly artificial, slightly chemical, but still very pleasant. Let's move on to the palate. Okay, so this has got a nice mouthfeel. I think there's decent ABV. There's some charred oak. There's a slight sort of drying texture to it. There's lots of that tropical / pear drop note. A little bit of pepper, a little bit of heat. Yeah, it's nice. Let's have another sip. Yeah, so in terms of flavours, this doesn't have much at all. It has those really strong fruit notes like pineapple, pear drops with a slight chemical tang. Has a really nice texture to it. I think it's got a decent ABV, probably around the 46% mark. There's not too much pepper, there's not too much heat, there's not too much in terms of sort of drying finish. But the pepper and the pear drop note lingers for a very long time on the palate. And even though there's no other discernible flavours to this whiskey, it really works. I really like this. It reminds me a little bit of the Irish whiskey Napogue Castle 14 Twinwood. It really is nice. Obviously it isn't that whiskey because I have a bottle of that and I don't have any samples. But it's, yeah, it could be something like a Bushmill, something like a Northern Irish whiskey. It could be a Scotch. I reckon it's going to be around the 46% mark though. Yeah, and it's tasty. Not many flavours, but those flavours really work well on my palate. I love the sweetness. I love the texture that it's leaving on the palate. Should we find out what's in my glass for the final time? Right, so it's a Mortlach Carn Mor bottling, and it's 47.5%, and it was sent to me by Stuart from Whisky Whims. So thanks, Stuart. I'm pretty sure I've not had a Mortlach before. Surprise, surprise. I have had some Carn Mor bottlings, but yeah, no Mortlachs as far as I'm aware. Slightly off with the ABV, but not too far. And yeah, I'm really liking this. I like the texture and those flavours that are really strong and bold, but you know, sometimes it's good to have a whiskey where you can pick lots of flavours and, you know, on the nose and the palate, but sometimes it isn't. Sometimes it's great just to have certain concentrated flavours and that's all you've got. So I really like this whiskey for that reason. Well, it really is an interesting whiskey to finish on. It's obviously one I've never had before, and I don't even think I've had a Mortlach, so that's a great introduction, and I probably would be interested to find some more. Obviously, if that sounds characteristic of a Mortlach, then let me know in the comments. I'd be interested to hear. And if it isn't, and that's like a one-off, I'd also be interested. Let me know, and hopefully you've enjoyed this series. Hopefully you'll come back for more content. And have a Merry Christmas, and I'll see you all again soon. Sláinte. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, why not give it a like or a comment, and please consider subscribing for more videos like this.